Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is Yuvraj and I'm a master's student at University of Pittsburgh. So I came in the spring. I know you people will be, this is a high time, everyone will be applying for your visa and your student visas and whatever visa categories you are doing. And my case is slightly different and special I feel. So I wanted to make this video to be slightly informative because I haven't seen anyone posting video with my kind of a scenario. Because I had around three B1 rejections before. So I have applied for US tourist visa 3 times. So I'll explain what were the scenarios I have applied before and how I got my F1 visa to travel to US. And this was my first F1 visa, so I don't have any F1 rejections previously. Yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm from Chennai and I applied my visa student like B1 B2 visa around 2017. That was my first attempt. So my sister was back in US, so that's another scenario where we have siblings in the US. So that's also frequently asked questions in US visa interviews, like many, even including me, I had many doubts how to get a visa when our siblings are already here, studying here or working here or whatever. So my sister came here back a few years ago before I applied my visa. So she was at that time she was here as she was just working for post her studies. So I applied for my first visa and I was very amateur and I couldn't crack my visa interview and I did very poorly. So the first first purpose of visit was to visit my sister. So that was a blunder I made. So it was not a genuine reason to visit my sister at that point of time. That's what visa officer felt, I feel. But post that I realized that we should have a genuine reasons to travel to US. So then our visa will get approved. My first interview happened in 2017 and I went and I just answered the questions that they asked. So that's a blunder that you cannot do. So that's the point one. You should not ask just for the questions like in one word or two words. Where are you going? I'm going to US. Or like why do you want to travel to US? Those kind of questions to visit my sister. So that your answer shouldn't be like that. And I was not at all ready or aware of all these experiences. And I was just passed out student at that time from my UG. And my visa got rejected straight away in Chennai, and that was my first rejection. And after that I applied 2 years after that in 2019 I guess. And I remember I applied for a conference here in US, but at that time also I was not so aware like what will be the questions. And they asked whether my sibling is here in all my visa interviews. So that's a common question, whether your sibling is here in US, and you should be honest always. In visa interview the main thing is you should be honest. So if you're saying your sibling is here, always it should be the same answer, because they might have all the details of us, and it's better to be honest always wherever it is. So I always said yes, and my purpose of visit was to come for a conference, and at that time also my answers were not very detailed or like as much as needed is what I feel now. So at that time I couldn't understand why my visa is getting rejected every time. I was always answering the questions that they asked, but I couldn't crack that. So I was very disappointed and I didn't want to apply again, and that was my situation. And I didn't have any ideas to do masters here in US at that time. So I was working and I was doing good back in India. So after that I got an opportunity to work in UK, and at that time I wanted to give a try applying for a US visa again. I again applied for a B1 B2 from UK as a third country national. And the UK embassy is slightly different from Indian embassy is what I felt. So that's one of the thing that I learned. So UK embassy, it was a very cool experience, because it is not crowded like Indian embassy, US embassies in India. So in UK embassy it was less crowded. We just visit, and the visa interview happened on the day, and like everything is short. The visa wait time is short, and the appointment wait time is also short. You can get an appointment easily in a third country. But thing is that since you are a third national, they won't be having enough details to give you a visa from UK. So that's what even the visa officer explained to me, that you are from India and we don't have enough information from you. At that time I was in around 6 months in UK, so that was not a big sample size to apply for a visa. And again, they were very polite to reject me, but they rejected me anyways. And and at that time I was done, and I didn't want to apply for a US visa anymore. And by that time, I understood that my travel history will make a huge difference. So since at this time, it was in this around 5 years time, I traveled around 10 countries. So US is my 11th country. But when I applied for my first visa, that was first visa interview. It was my first. It would have been my first travel abroad. Like if I got a visa, that US visa would have been the first visa that I got. But post that, I traveled for many countries for official and tourism purpose, and that also helped me getting my F1 visa. So for my F1 visa interview, it was like I got an admit, and I at University of Pittsburgh, and I applied for a visa interview. My biometric was in Mumbai, so I went to Mumbai and did my biometric, and my interview was in Chennai. And at this time, I wanted to prepare, like this would be my, I know this would be my last chance to get a US visa, but this time it is F1, so category is different, and I was very nervous because I had 3 rejections previously, but it was all for the tourism purpose. This time my purpose is for studies, but I know there is more probability of rejection for me at this time as well. So I was less confident, to be honest, but I wanted to prepare. So this is the first time I put so much effort to prepare for a US visa interview. So what I did was I took all, like I saw all the videos as you all people would have been seeing currently. So I saw all YouTube videos, all FAQs, what to be done, what not to be done, what to wear, everything. But most of them were saying a similar thing, and I am also going to say the same thing, the confidence. So you have to be really, really, really confident. That was the major difference from my past visa interview experience. Even if you get the visa or if you don't get the visa, it doesn't matter. You have to be really confident because you should know what's your purpose of traveling, and you should be very strong about that. So it should be on your voice, on your attitude, and everything. So the timing will be around 1 or 2 minutes maximum. If you get more questions like me, it will be around 1 or 2 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to be around 30 seconds to 40 seconds for most of them. So I had a great confidence this time because of my preparation. So what I did was the mock interviews. The mock interviews is the one I recommend to all the students or whoever it is, whatever visa category you apply. For a US visa, if you're applying from India, it's going to be slightly difficult. So it's better to prepare and make as much as practice as possible. So mock interviews, there are many agencies who does mock interviews online and offline, and I have also done that, but I would suggest doing a different thing now. So there is the Gen AI, the ChatGPT and stuffs have been grown now, and there is a positive way to use those. So one of the main positive way to use those was what I felt is using that for the visa interview experience. So what you can do is you can pay for the premium subscription, and you can use the voice chat of the ChatGPT or any kind of Gen AI that you use. So give all the prompts, give your situation, what you're going to do, what you're going to study, everything. Give a correct prompt to that Gen AI and ask. Tell the ChatGPT to conduct a mock interview to you and do as number of practices that you can. So it will ask you questions and you can literally answer them, and it will give a real-time feedback. So what you can do it better and what answers you can make better and how to explain and how to be confident and everything. Even if you have any doubts, like it will clear you. So this is one of the thing I did, and it's a right thing to do, I guess, because there are the social media and the internet is so much grown now, and it's the best way to use it in a positive manner, I feel, and it's not something illegal or something like that. So you can use it properly and get your visa interview confidently done, because you will have enough practice, and it's at your convenience. And this was a cheat code that I wanted to tell you guys. And now I'll go into my visa interview experience. So in my visa interview, once I entered, I was really confident, and I was told to. It was in the Chennai embassy, and it was it was very not so crowded at that day, because the student visa season was just to start the next week. but I got an appointment just the previous week, so it was not so crowded. I went there, and within like 5 minutes I was in front of the visa officer, and it was a very cool morning, and he greeted me and got my passport, and they asked me what the purpose of the visit and why, I don't remember what was the exact conversation, but yeah, mostly I'll try to get those. The main questions that they asked me was, they asked me about my past rejections, and and I was very confident to say that it was all of different purpose. It was a tourism purpose. You should be really confident, and why you applied. And also I applied from a third country, and they asked me, did you apply from UK? I said yes, I lived there, and so I applied from there because of the purpose of visit was this at that time. But now I'm aiming to do my master, so that's my purpose currently, and I'm eager to get into this course to get my future prosper. So something like that. So you can practice as much as you want, and according to your situation. And I was also asked about my sibling, and you should always know about your siblings' visa status and why they are here, and like how if they should be legally present in US, so that would be a right thing. It would be a positive thing if you use it positively. So you should be very confident that they are doing the right thing, and maybe you will also do a right thing. You will also be legally staying at US, and it would be an asset for them. So that's what the visa interview of these visa officers expects from us. And other intent is like coming back to India. So your answer should be the purpose of the visit. It's a non-immigrant visa. The purpose of the visa should be only the studies. So try to keep the intent coming to US just for studies, and make maximum output out of it, and you'll get back to your country to use your studies that you got from US. This should be the agenda of your visa interview. And this is what I know, and these were the special questions that I was asked. And usually, like the usual questions that you would have seen in other videos by now will be like which university, why this course, all that should be a brief answer. So another pro tip would be, if they are asking questions, that's your chance. Your first question is your main chance to explain about yourself and give maximum answers that you can. So thing is that you should not be talking everything at the first question, but if your first question is asked, keep a precise 2-line answer where almost you add all your advantages, your positives. Like if you have any kind of a positive thing, that your travel history might be strong, and your studies might be strong, your CGPA or your scholarship, whatever it is, whatever you feel that's a strong point in your profile, that should be in somehow added in your first answer, even whatever the answer is, even if it's purpose of the visit. You should say the purpose of the visit ultimately, but you should add somehow all the other cues, so that they feel that we are very confident, and okay, something like that. The visa officer should feel, okay, and they should feel confident of giving a visa for us. This is what I understood, and successfully I got my visa after 3 rejections of tourism, and having my sibling here in US. This was 2 obstacles that I had, but I overcome that, and I was very happy to get the US visa, and I successfully traveled. So hope this video helps you guys to get your visa interview positively done, and all the best for every one of you, and cheers.